Well then, okay. Bonjour, as they say. Bonjour indeed. Welcome. All right, any questions you want to know about fat loss, training, nutrition? I'm here. I haven't done one of these in a while. Don't know why I'm wearing a stupid hat, to be honest. But I'm going to make more of an effort. Morning from Sweden. Jag talar inte svenska. That's what I say if you're Swedish. Skål. That's what they say, isn't it? That's Swedish for cheers. Also, do you know what? We'll wait a bit. We'll wait. We'll do any questions. You can ask about things like muscle growth, fat loss, no BS. You could just come say hello. How's life as a father impacting your fitness regime? I'm tired all the time. I just had to drop the amount of sessions I was doing because just couldn't recover from the same as what I could before. But no, it's all right. Made me pay more attention to my diet, if anything. What's the best cardio to lose weight? Some people say, oh, if I could have a pound for every time I've been on, if I could punch someone in the face. All right, imagine this. If you really struggle to restrict calories to the point that you lose fat, maybe add cardio. But if you're someone that's already like active on your feet, you do a lot of steps, you're a very active person, let's say you're a builder, you want to lose fat, you don't need to be worrying about cardio because you're doing it all day. Whereas if you're someone that's pretty sedentary and you don't do much day to day, that could be something you want to sprinkle on top of your cake. But ultimately, there's going to be a certain amount of calories you lose fat on with or without cardio. All right. Good morning from Barcelona. What a place. Just be careful with your smartphones in Barcelona, all right? You got opium on a night out, you dropped a couple of pingers, you're having the time of your life. On the way home, bush, someone's had your phone. Cardio or weights or vice versa. Okay. You haven't even set a goal. If I can ever answer your question with for what, there's a problem. But let's get into this one. So any of you that want to get in shape or feel better, be healthier, whatever, live longer, first thing we need to look at is probably diet, making sure the majority of your diet is made up of healthy foods. Now, healthy foods, very easy. Fruit, vegetables, meat, poultry. That's 80% of your diet. Now, where I disagree with a lot of other people online is I say 20% of your diet should be junk. Should keep you sane so you can keep on doing it. Then the next thing that we need to do is weight training. Now, weight training isn't just to get big and get swole. Weight training doesn't just offset injury. It preserves muscle mass. It is good for your bone density. It's good for your joint health, good for all of those things. So then you would put weight training on top of diet interventions. Then you would put cardiovascular health on top of that. That's the order I would do it. Some would say that weight training versus cardio would have more benefits, but then I'm not saying cardio is a bad thing. 3 main pillars of health. All right, 3 main pillars. Pillar 1, cardiovascular health, how fit you are. Now, next pillar of health would be composition, how fat you are. And the next pillar of health is how clean your diet is. You can do any of those. So if you just lost fat, you'd get healthier. If you just ate better and didn't lose fat, you would get healthier. And if you didn't eat any better and didn't get any fat loss, but you would change your diet, you'd get healthier. Does magnesium help sleep? If you're deficient in it, I'd say it is. But yeah, morning, I've dropped off the wagon and lost my mojo. What's your advice for getting started and motivated? So whatever you're setting the benchmark is getting started again. Don't make it massive. Is it 1 workout a week? Is it 4 sets in the gym? Imagine this, right? I've got something called the 4-set rule. Go to the gym, do 4 sets. After 4 sets, if you don't fancy it, just go home. Your time in the gym would be slim at that point. It'd be slim. You'd be in there for like 10 minutes. So say to yourself, right, I'm going to go in and do the first 4 sets. If I don't like it, go home. Just do that. Because I guarantee by the time you've done your first 4 sets, you'll be like, oh, that's all right, that. It's time under tension training optimal for strength hypertrophy. It's time under tension training optimal for strength hypertrophy. Okay, so there's a lot going on here. You've said strength and hypertrophy. Strength and hypertrophy, although close together, strength training and muscle growth are slightly different tangents, but time under tension, there was a recent study that came out this year, I think, which actually stipulates that anything more than 2 seconds on the eccentric, no bueno. So if you just drop it like it's hot into a set, probably not ideal, but 2 seconds is probably the longest you would want. So that's 1, 2, contract. So yeah, if you would start TRT, would you be able to compete in jiu-jitsu? Yeah, most things you could do on testosterone. Like if you were playing 5-a-side football, or if you were to, enter a local wrestling competition, or if you were to join an athletics club, you're only tested at elite levels. You're only tested at like top level federations. Probably quite a lot of people could play like semi-pro without ever getting tested. So yeah. James, am I going to get fat from drinking fruit juice? I don't know without context the rest of your life. Now, it's just an easy way to consume calories. Fruit juice could be amazing for someone that needs to put on weight, but yeah. But oh God, God, blimey, there's a lot of questions on here. Megan, does it make a difference if you choose to have 200 calories on chocolate or 200 calories on a salad or similar? 200 calories is 200 calories as long as the deficit is there. Oh yeah, but all right, let's look at this. Salad, you've picked the wrong argument because I think salads are the biggest fucking waste of time in the world. But let's say in that you got tomatoes, you got cucumber. I know you've even got some onions in there. Let's say now those things, vitamins, minerals, fiber, nutrition. Right? Lettuce to me is a waste of space. Lettuce is just an abomination. But so you can't compare tomatoes, onions, cucumber with chocolate because chocolate has no nutrition and the calories. Salad has nutrition and calories. So the energy value of the both are the same. But imagine this, right? A kilometer in the Sahara Desert is a lot harder to jog on than a kilometer in Scotland on a spring's morning, right? We're measuring just the length of that duration, a kilometer. But that doesn't mean that all kilometers are born equal. Doesn't mean that fucking hell, he's given birth to a kilometer. But you know what I mean? So you're saying, is 200 calories of this the same as 200 calories of that? No. When it comes to fat loss, sure. But let's think about your body. Your body has needs and requirements for minerals, and you can develop deficiencies very easily. If you were to have chocolate, your body could still be yearning for something afterwards. But yeah, put it this way. People that eat a lot of chocolate often look like shit. But then I would also say that people that eat a lot of salads look like shit. The only excuse for me is that salad, like today, right? I'm back trimming a bit of weight from the weekend. I'll fill a Tupperware with a load of meat. I got a load of turkey. I barbecued it and I rubbed Nando's marinade on it, yeah? Now, me as a bloke, if I'm just sat there eating meat out of a bowl, you look like a fucking psychopath. So, putting a few lettuce leaves in there makes you look better. When should you work out when it comes to fasting? Before or after? Oh, God, fasting. Oh, fasting. Oh, I'm fasting. Yeah, fasting. Look, if you don't want to eat, don't eat, right? But train in the morning, train first thing. Doesn't matter if you've eaten or not. Look, if you're getting up at 6 in the morning to train, you're probably not going to be hungry. If you're going to do it later on. But when you don't eat is of the least importance, I assure you. All right. With past eating disorders, do I need to count calories for weight loss? No. If you're an alcoholic, probably best to not have a 0% beer. You know what I mean? Because you're an alcoholic. You shouldn't go near anything that's even close to it because you might go, oh yeah. Anyone with an eating disorder should absolutely not take any advice from me. And look, counting calories is a tool. Imagine like a builder, yeah? I'm a builder. I used to work in the labor trade. I'll have tools on my belt. I got a hammer. I got a tape measure. I got a pencil behind the ear. If you've got an eating disorder, it's like getting a sledgehammer out to put in a nail. But listen, wrong tool. For you, let's take that Makita drill off your belt because you can't be trusted with it. You can have a tool belt with less tools on it. Because last time I gave you that. So no, absolutely not. Absolutely not. Off topic, will you do a video for us weight gain for us Twiggy boys? The Twiggy boys, those of you that are quite slim, the problem often is to do with appetite. You just haven't got a mad appetite. You just don't. So I say eat more. It's like, telling a fat person to eat less. Best BJJ gym in Sydney for a beginner. Adam. 4 million people live in Sydney. 4 million. You wouldn't say, got any good coffee shops in Texas? That's what someone once asked me. I was like, mate, do you know how big Texas is? Now, look, if you're going to ask for a geographical bloody recommendation, my pedigree chum, could you not even put it to like a borough or a region or a suburb? Do you know any good petrol stations in London? Come on, mate. I'm an endurance athlete. I burn up to 1,800 calories 3 days a week. Any recommendations on keeping a calorie deficit to lose a couple of kg while still getting enough fuel for recovery? Well, look, if you want adequate fuel for recovery, that and deficit, they're not together. What's more important, adequate recovery or calorie deficit? Because one of them's got to give. One of them's got to give. You've got to focus on one more than the other. Because by default, if you want to have adequate replenishment of substrates for recovery, you're not going to be in deficit, and vice versa. Struggling to lose weight on the program, I'm getting much more stronger, but not losing weight. Reduce calories by 10% if you can. Maybe drop a meal out of, Monday, Wednesday, Friday, stop having breakfast. Maybe try going to one meal a day for a bit. Just keep going so you can get something moving. Your match against Gallon on Saturday was sick. I enjoyed that so much. That was wild. Thanks, JSA, and amazing coaches changing my life. For any of you that are interested in coaching, I'll put a link in the description and a link for more information about the challenge. Okay. Sorry, I missed some questions there. Oh my God. I want to look like Chris Redfield, but I don't like stuff. I don't even know who that is. Sorry, mate. I have a shit situation. I work out for 8 years on and off. My bench is 120, dumbbell bench press. I want to lose fat, but if I eat more than 1,400 calories, I gain weight. That is very strange. Maybe, again, for dudes out there especially, one meal a day, give it a go. Try it out for a month. See how you go. I did Ramadan with my mate, lost loads of weight, and I was smashing food when it got to the evenings. Is training once a week full body enough to maintain your physique? It's all right. It's not ideal. Twice a week could be better. But yeah. Is it possible to build lean strength versus bulk muscles? Same thing. If someone gains muscle and looks like shit, they eat too much. That's it. It's not a different type of muscle. Do you think stretch is overrated nowadays? I think stretch has always been overrated. The majority of people that have got good mobility have so through genetics. I'm saying it. These yoga instructors became yoga instructors because they can put their feet behind their head. They don't put their feet behind their head because they're yoga instructors. They're yoga instructors because they put their feet behind their head. I don't see the point. People are like, best do a cool down. Do you think elongating a muscle fiber after smashing it for an hour on a leg press is going to help recovery? It just doesn't make sense. Would you recommend lowering creatine doses while trying to lose weight? No, because if you're taking creatine, your net weight is going to go up, but that's a constant variable. Park it. If you're looking to lose fat, it's not creatine that's stopping you losing weight. That's just something that, increases your weight in the short term. As someone who's very overweight, how do I get confidence to go to a gym? Well, you're going to have confidence issues doing most things, James, right? If you're very overweight, it's not the gym. It's everything. You're probably not confident in your clothes. You probably wear black. Probably even feel conscious going out for a meal. Now, look, let me tell you this from experience. If you start making progress, you're going to feel fucking amazing about yourself, because if you lose 10 kilograms, you're going to stop giving a shit because you know that you're on a place in your journey. No one's really happy with the end result. Everyone's just happy about the progress they're making. So what you need to do is lose the first 10 kilograms as quick as you can. And the gym is going to help you there. But confidence is just the ability to have a positive prediction of the future. Let me put it this way. I'm PT, probably the world's best. That's what they say. Stop it. I go to a new gym, I'm shitting myself. I don't know where equipment is. I get on a leg extension, fucking hell, it's a hamstring curl. Now I'm at the gym doing hamstring curls because I'm too embarrassed that I got on the wrong machine. Happens to everywhere. But just lose some weight and everything will feel better. What shall I bring to my first no-gi BJJ class? Shorts and undershorts. Don't be coming in spats or them little lycra shorts. There should be 4 layers of clothes between dicks, all right? If we're going, half guard against each other, I want my shorts, my outer shorts, your inner shorts. Get some good thick undies. Don't be wearing them loose boxers or briefs so your nuts or your balls could come flying out. That rash guard, water bottle, mouth guard, good attitude, and a towel. As a newcomer to weights, I get that I will see weight increases due to muscle growth over time. Is there an easy way to tell if it's fat or muscle? Take pictures. Look, if you go ham and you're doing it right in 3 months, you will know. Thoughts on Mindy Pals? Don't know what it is. How bad is milk dairy for fat loss? No, it's good. If you look at the studies on dairy, it's correlated with a reduced chance of developing type 2 diabetes. Dairy is a health food, believe it or not. There's a lot of shit online, right? Everyone thinks seed oil is bad. I don't see any data for it. Just don't see any data. Dairy's bad. Don't see any data for that. Red meat gives you bowel cancer. Well, no, not really. There was a correlation between red meat consumption and certain types of cancer, but it's a correlation across massive cohorts of populations. Association is not causation. Look, if you crash your car and you have to go in an ambulance, you're way more likely to die. But it wasn't because you got in the ambulance. It's because an ambulance would be present only in this car crashes that are more extreme. If you believe that association is causation, you could say that ambulances kill people. How detailed does it come down to recording calories through MyFitnessPal? Okay, the thing is, right, MyFitnessPal doesn't need to be an exact science. Even if it was out by 25%, it still has all the benefits that, MyFitnessPal is about you turning up to the fridge and not eating because you realize you're not actually hungry. Or it's about you picking a high protein meal because you know it's going to look better. Tracking calories is the fact I went to KFC the other night and just had a zinger wrap because it was like 450 calories and then a Coke Zero with that. Well, Pepsi Match, which is bullshit, but you know what I mean? So left to my own devices, if I went to KFC, I'd be having popcorn chicken, I'd be having this. No. So the fact that I would go and be mindful of the amount I'm consuming, it's the habitual change, not the tiny amounts of calories. What do you think about the eating vegan? I think it's a inferior way to eat. Look, if you want to do stuff from your ethical standpoint, that's fine. But you can't come here with if you're from a religious background and you think you're better than me, you're an arsehole. If you think that you've got a better ethical diet than me, you're an arsehole. If you want to eat vegan, absolutely fine. Good on you. But don't be trying to brainwash people into saying it's better. Look, all I'm saying is your diet becomes ultimately a lot more complex than becoming vegan. Priming versus stretching for better results. Your thoughts? Just be warm when you start lifting, man. You know what I mean? Have a shower, put some layers on, do 50% of your first sets. Okay. All right. What's the best approach to overcoming a skinny fat physique at 17? If you're 17, you've still got fucking 6 years left of puberty, mate. Lift your weights, eat the best you can, be active. Don't be worrying about getting over your physique. You're not even going to get facial hair for another fucking 4 years. Any tips for my mum who's struggling keeping weight up during menopause? HRT, hormone replacement therapy, straight away. Get into HRT as quick as you can. She needs to. There are going to be some people that I've had breast cancer, but there are some solutions available for people in all walks of life. Okay. I've reversed my type 2 diabetes. Good. Fantastic. Anthony, protein is also great because like 70 to 80% calorie effective due to the calories used to use turning. Anthony, the way basically you lose 33% of the calorie amount of protein in digestion. That's what. Okay. Wrecked left knee. Oh, I don't know. Could be one for a physio. First thing, well done, stating that you want to go to the gym. A way to look at it is you're very overweight as you spent. Hold on. Did he ask you or was he asking me, you bastards? How'd you break up with the PT? Been with my PT a year, lost 23 kilograms, feel great, enjoy training with them. But financially, I want to start putting that money elsewhere. Just say that. Just say that. Thank you very much. Tell you what you could do, Paul. Work out how much you've paid them and be like, look, I've spent $2.5 grand with you. I'm happy for you. You could fucking pay off your mortgage for 2 months with that. However, I need to go alone. And also, your PT should be like your driving instructor. They should be in your life, robbing you until they teach you the skills you need. Then sue you. Robert, do you have any tips for managing ADHD and staying on track with training? Same age as you, constantly on and off with training. Any advice we greatly appreciated. Do you know what? I am on and off with my weight training, but this is why I love jiu-jitsu so much. I would never, ever not wanted to train jiu-jitsu. So, how'd you deal with a bad breakup? Work on yourself. That's what I say. Work on yourself. Improve your net worth. Look better naked. Have a swim in the sea. Smashing it at work make you feel better. Okay. Last week of the challenge. First ever doing it. I've absolutely loved it. The coaches are amazing. Can't wait for the next challenge. Welcome. Lovely to have you here. Favorite BJJ apparel brand? Probably Adapt, but they send me my rash guard. So, I'm probably financially incentivized there. What do you say is the best cardio equipment in a gym? Is it to do with heart rate zones? Not really. If you don't know what's best, it's going to be the one you can do the most. For me, I like rowing because I can just row and just switch off and just go somewhere else in my mind. But that doesn't mean it's better because some people don't know how to row. And also, I'm 6 foot, so of course I'm going to like rowing. Okay, has diet soda ever been linked to weight gain or increased appetite? Actually, the opposite. Menno Henselman shared a study about this maybe even 2 weeks ago, showing that I think it's a randomized controlled trial, people that used sweetened beverages such as Coke Zero lost more weight versus the control. So, there's narrative, there's data. Often they're conflicting, right? If you were to be in a 200 calorie deficit every day, which could be 10% for some dudes, 1,400 calories is all it takes to undo that. One cheat day and a couple of beers, mate, you could be looking at fucking 3,000, 3,500 calories. You know, you might have had a 500 calorie deficit every day, and then you'll undo it in one day. So, mate, it's very easy to undo your progress, if I'm honest. That's why tracking is good. So, like, you know, you can create that deficit and enjoy yourself, but don't have a cheat day. And imagine this, don't even have a cheat day. Just plan in advance. Have the fucking burger, have the pizza, look at it all. When I track my calories, even days that I'm on 3,500, 4,500 calories, I still lose weight because I'm accountable to it. So yeah. Hi, James. If you want to start from square one as a PT, how would you get your name out there? Look at my other YouTube channel. It's called James Smith Business. And yeah, I start putting tips out about that now. So yeah, I've got another YouTube channel helping coaches. Hey, Brian, seen your community post about jiu-jitsu. You're going to start up after I finish my team sport. Mate, you're going to love it. Sophia Khan, oi, I'm 19, had a full beard since 17. Look, some of you are built different. That's all I'm saying. Some of my mates at school had mustaches at 13. All right, Tyson Fury. We got Tyson Fury on the live. I've been working out for 1.5 years and I've stopped making strength gains. Any ideas? I'm 19. Stop making strength gains. Are you mixing up your training? Are you pushing through plateaus? Are you eating right? Are you recovering right? What does a strength gain look like to you? Are you mixing up your rep maxes, 1 rep maxes, 3 rep maxes, 5 rep maxes? You know, you can always regress a deadlift or deficit deadlift. For your squats, go to, you know, mix up the movements. Are you following a program where you're just going into the gym and winging it? Thoughts on diet breaks when you hit a weight body comp plateau, but already at low calories, energy output? Is there such thing as kickstarting your metabolism? No, it's not a moped with a flat battery. Diet breaks, say you track your calories and you're losing fat for long periods of time. Say you're going off on holiday, have a diet break. Just don't track. Say you hit your goal weight, have a month off. You'll probably creep back to the weight you're at before, but that's fine. If you know how to, you know, if you know how to get back to the median, the baseline is fine. What's your opinion on pre-workout? I smash cans of new tonic and, you know, coffee. I like to prime myself with loads of caffeine, but yeah. Nervous system rest a thing. Yeah, so basically, if you do loads of 1 rep maxes, you do things that are incredibly taxing to your system, your central nervous system gets fatigued. So like any of you that ever compete in jiu-jitsu, or you've had like a load of adrenaline, it can wipe you out for days. So with that, think about it this way. Whenever I've got my clients training in the gym, James Smith Academy, link in description, I will get them lifting like 8, 9 out of 10 difficulty. I don't want them maxing out. I don't want them going to failure. I don't want to tax their CNS, central nervous system. After 6 stone weight loss, lots of skin on abdomen. I know you can't fix individual areas. Is there exercise could help? Could be worth seeing a skin expert, mate. You know, if I'm honest, could be worth seeing a skin expert. Okay. I've been trying to eat clean last year, even when literally clean as no alcohol or anything. Exercising, I don't lose any weight. How much weight do you have to lose, Jehovah's Witnesses? What do you think about CGI? Mate, I'm sponsoring it. I've just sponsored $50,000 for submission of the night. So Newtonic, we're sponsoring it. We're sponsoring it. Is 3 times full body better than 3 days push-pull legs? To be honest, they're pretty similar. So whichever one you would like. Currently 6 foot, 105 kilograms, want to get down to 85. I play squash twice a week and run often. Weight won't shift. Could a Zempic help? Or shall I just do more? All right, imagine this, Thomas. Let's put it this way. If I was to come around and live with you, I could get you down to 85, 90 kg, right? I'd be like, don't eat that. That's fucking stupid. I'll be like, oh, did you train today? And put that fucking down. Go out. I'll be like, stop drinking so much. Go to bed. All of this. Now, if you take a Zempic, you will lose that weight so quick, right? You will lose that weight so quick. But imagine this, mate. Imagine you take a Zempic. Maybe it's fine. Maybe nothing happens. But what if you were to get one of the adverse side effects? Stomach paralysis, a thyroid issue. Let's say your liver or your kidney was to just shut down, and like you're on a wait list for a fucking kidney transplant because you took a Zempic because you wanted to lose a bit of weight, and your mum and dad are in hospital. You're there, pale and gaunt, and the doctors go, look, it's only a 1 in 10,000 chance that this was going to happen. You know, it's on the FDA website. I'm sorry, mate, just bad luck. You knew the risks when you got a Zempic, and you're there. And you know your life is ruined for the rest of your life. What for? Because you couldn't be bothered to put any effort into dieting. I've taken a Zempic. It's fucking amazing. But there was a time that I knew my protein wasn't, and I did it for a YouTube video, which is also a bit stupid. There was a time that I force-fed a protein shake and I was ill for 2.5 hours. I was bent over. I thought I was being so ill. And I was like, this has potential to fuck me up because it's so good. It's so good that you have to be worried about it. Nothing that good doesn't have a negative feedback loop. Okay, how long could you last rolling with Craig? Craig fucked me up last time I rolled with him, and he hit a foot sweep on me, and I bounced my head off the mat, and he was being nice. Kevin, hello James, thanks for all your advice. I'm an avid runner. Was wondering, is it best to weight train before? You want to do the hardest thing first. Running is just loads of consecutive jumps. Weight training requires, a good amount of intensity, requires a good amount of, focus. So do your weight training, go for a run. Do your weight training, go for a run. Golden rule. Okay. All right. Now is a question I did ask a specialist. They should run basic tests. Okay, cool. All right. Enjoyed this 25 minutes. Love coming on here. Love answering your questions. If you're interested in coaching or the challenge, do check out the link in the description. As per usual, it's always a pleasure, never a chore. You guys, if you can't be good, be careful. And I'll see you guys again. Bye-bye.